What is going on, everybody? A little bit behind trying to get a few things in here. Can pretty much guarantee that the pre-show is not going to be outstanding. Bear with me as we're missing Olivia. I'll explain why in a second. Everything's fine. Don't flip out. I'll tell you what it's... She's picking up the dog. That is correct. Yay. So we should see Puppy here shortly. But I am struggling to find my tip history here. I don't know why this is doing this. Back to dashboard. Let's try it this way. Tipping. Tipping is not just a place in China, folks. There it is, tip history. We're covering a bunch of stuff tonight. That's it. Bunch of stuff. Me and Amy, we're rocking it. Get this shared out on Twitter. Get it shared out everywhere. Bring it home. I will get this up on Facebook. Welcome to Wimkin, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble. We have some new people. We've gained 20,000 fans in like 4 days. So I anticipate Wednesdays are usually one of our busy nights. So we'll expect it to get up there. We'll see you in 3 minutes. That I hear most often, that I always try to help people connect the dots, is what is past is prologue. And although Shakespeare, not my favorite, it's an interesting thing when you look at 1980 and the crack epidemic and what the United States government was involved in with the Contras.
No kidding.
So I don't understand why people are so shocked and they call Roseanne a conspiracy theorist. Because there's evidence in the past of the government getting involved in this, and there's plenty of books on this, and you can read this.
Here's what I think. I love your show, by the way, Matt Spear, and
Thank you, ma'am.
Just discovered you about a week ago,
ma'am.
God, this guy's a genius. The facts he can spew.
God, I love you.
You can spew fact, and that's the sign of a genius.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I appreciate you asking me that.
So you just made my life.
I do remember back when they were bringing the crack cocaine into the black neighborhoods, and that proved that the CIA was doing it because they were grooming that population.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Amy Robinson, Matthew Spear, the host of the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Amy, what's going on? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good.
Preparing for the winter mix we're getting tonight, I guess. No,
God,
their school's too delayed, so
they're gonna cut it. They're gonna cut, and then it's like supposed to snow 4 days next week. So it's the best winter we've had in a while. Pretty excited.
yeah.
Yeah, good. It's good dog weather.
It,
There's big traffic tonight, so I guess there's an accident. But Olivia and the kids are on Operation Canine Pickup. Yenny is moping in the corner. I she's funny. She jumped off the chair to get on her perch,
oh,
and she jumped and she covered herself, but she's there. She can't be seen, but she's there, and she's in this office with me nonstop. And it's because I have a feeling this dog's going to be the same way, you know. So we're getting it's an Australian Shepherd Husky mix, adorable, like giant adorbs, and we're pretty excited. So 3-month-old puppy definitely is going to be a handful, but I'm pretty good with dogs, and I didn't have a dog for, isn't it cute? I didn't have a dog for a long time because we had a lot of service dogs overseas, and you grow attached to these puppies like they're your own, and then things happen, bad things happen. So when I got back from serving overseas, I just kind of stayed away from dogs, and just like I'm just not a dog person. That's not true. I love dogs, and we're excited. She's extremely smart, super smart, is my understanding. Very intelligent for 3 months. 95% housebroken. Might pee, but she hasn't done that in 2 weeks. And not leash trained yet, but that's easy. That's easy to do. But got a already crate trained at 3 months. Sleeps through the night at 3 months. So all good things. And I'm excited. I've wanted a dog for a while, and I need one. I love Yenny. Yenny's awesome, but she's a cat, and you'll be like, "Come here," and she's like, "Fuck you," and you're like, "Oh." So I want that dog that sits next, and we're having a fire and we're watching TV, and the dog's there. So, do you have any dogs, Amy?
we did, but our last dog died just right before we moved into the house we're in currently, and that was probably the most traumatic event of my adult life. And then we found out my son's highly allergic to dogs, so we are no dogs. It's really sad. I miss how we will dog sit for people. Like we love to dog sit because we get our dog fix, and then my son doesn't die from like the allergies. So
Yeah.
maybe one day when he's maybe outgrows these allergies potentially. I don't know. We miss having a dog. They're the best.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are like, "Well, dog's going to chew wires." No, we're not going to allow that behavior. So, it takes a firm hand, and it takes a stern voice, and it takes love. But you need to the dog, like a child, needs to understand your voice, and they need to understand inflection. And if all you do is yell, they're never going to respond. And all you do is be all lovey and dovey. You gotta set the alpha, and you gotta let them know who's boss by verbally letting them know that's not okay. You don't need to hit a dog. You don't need to punish a dog that way. But you got to have a crate. It helps. Put them in the crate. Let them work it out. Let them self-soothe. But schedules are important, just like kids. But people told us your kids are going to they're going to go all over the place. They're going to be rambunctious. My kids never threw a temper tantrum once because we always put them on a schedule. And we didn't fill them up full of sugar. And they would take a nap every day at 12:30, no matter what we were doing. We'd be at Disneyland. And we'd go back to the hotel, and we just always committed to that, and it worked. And our kids never threw fits. And people, you're lucky. Really, they never did it. No, they never did. And if anyone who knows us had been around our kids, they'll tell you they're very well behaved, and they're smart asses and all those things. But they're not spoiled little shits. Your kids aren't that way, Amy.
No, my kids are awesome. Honestly, I mean, you guys know we went through like, I don't know, a month of my son rebelling. I think we're over that now, knock on wood.
Right.
Like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, but we were very stern with him. He got video games taken away. He doesn't get a lot of video games anyway, so that was like hugely devastating to him. Yeah, we're very strict, but
Yeah, we
I
are
don't know.
too.
We spend a lot of time with our kids. Like we are the family that plays games like almost every night,
Right,
and
right.
we spend
Exactly. They are,
dinner as
yes.
people. We are like that family, and that's important to me. But I have a question for
Yeah.
you about your dog.
Yeah,
Please
real
tell
quick.
me,
Oh, go ahead.
are you going to get the little things that they step on and talk to you? Please get those things. Please, and then
Okay.
videotape everything. You have to. Please do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
All right. I don't know what it is, so you're gonna have to buy it for me because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
There's like just it's like the dog communication thing. They like tap on it. It's like outside or walk, or you can program them, I think, to say anything you want, but they'll be like, Mom, Dad, I want, like, and they can talk to you. Like they just touch it with their paw. So
Again,
it's
we were just
awesome.
gonna put a bell by the door for potty, and
No,
that's
you gotta do that
it.
whole touching thing. It's
Okay. All
awesome.
right. So I'll see about that. But the cool thing is that we live in the sticks. So we walk outside, and all of a sudden we're in forest and trailways and stuff. So we're gonna train the dog. You can go pee in the backyard anytime you want, and you got to go the big deuce. You stand by the door and let us know, and we'll take you out in the mornings and we'll take you out at night, and you got to train it. And it's a lot of people don't have the patience for training dogs, but I'm okay. I'm excited about it. But anyway, we got a lot to do tonight, so let me walk you through the basics. The dog will be coming, and when they arrive, I'm going to say hi to the dog and show you the dog because I'm excited. And then I'm probably going to try to get off as fast as I can tonight. We have a goal of 300, and the reason why is shit's getting expensive, man. Internet prices went up like crazy. So
Yeah,
did you
they
get
went up.
bumped too?
Yes. And our
20.
BG&E, we don't have BG&E. What do we have? Dominion. That's in Maryland. Our Dominion energy bill went up almost 50% from last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
And apparently that's just what it is. And Novak's the same. I don't even know what our bill is, like $450 a month, which is like more than double what we were paying last year. It's crazy.
yeah. It's killing me too. Our energy prices, and we run. I mean, all the lights and the
Yeah.
computers, and it costs a lot. Our energy bill is about 650, 700 a month,
Yeah.
and our internet's
Yeah.
1800 a month is my internet. That's to run the show, and it was 12, so it went up $600. So we had to bump the show a little bit, and that's our goal, and that's what we're trying to do. And Facebook fucked us, so this is what we've got. We ask for your guys' help and to keep the show going. And we understand times are tough for everybody. We're not begging. We don't do that. We tell you at the beginning of the show. We tell you at the 8:30 hour if we haven't hit it, and we let them cook. And they've never ever let us down. I think we've hit it 11 months in a row now, which is just insane. We've never missed it. It's like we did an overall a monthly goal, and then we started doing nightly goals. Nightly goals, we've been doing that I think about 5 months now. We've never missed a goal, and we always hit it. So we just talk about it once and let you know. Go to thedumbshow.com/donate, and you can donate by PayPal or Venmo. And if you like the show, it's your first time watching, maybe you stick around. It's free. You don't have to pay. Just watch it. If you want to watch it for the rest of your life and never donate anything, you don't have to.
But please like and share. If you don't donate,
Yeah.
please like and share.
Yeah, do that.
Throw us a comment once in a while. Helps the algorithm.
It does. Talk about Amy's shirts. Constitution of the United States. This book we use often in this show because we like to break things down. People have a lot of questions, and they usually go back to, is it legal or not? Or what does the Constitution say? This book is actually exclusive to the Donut and Friendly Show. It's made by Applewood Books. The same people, you may recognize this, Washington, D.C., the Bill of Rights and the Declaration. You get these little books. The same thing, but they've come out with a 9x6 full leather this time, and it's gold embossed and imprinted. It's got a beautiful blue inlay, and it's got the Constitution in there, biographies with pictures in the back with all the framers and all the amendments, and it's the full Constitution, 100%, not just the original 1 to 2 sided document, but all the amendments are in here. Everything top to bottom is available at thedumbshow.com. So, have you been paying attention? Listen, this news cycle is insane.
One
isn't it?
second.
Oh,
Before, yes,
yeah.
because we did not thank Bobby, who already donated. So thank you to Bobby.
Shit.
Yes,
I meant
just
to
wanted
do
make
that
sure
too.
Yes,
Bobby,
thank
we
you.
love you.
Yes.
Leroy's pole dance is coming. It's just a crazy week. It's been a
Yes.
crazy 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
this has to be on purpose, right? I mean, Donald Trump is literally just owning the news cycle. The Dems don't even know how to react. It's like the moment that they all gather to bitch about something, something else happened. They were going to go bitch about DOG or Doge with Elon Musk. And then all of a sudden they had to switch to Donald Trump wants to go ahead and build a resort in Gaza.
Yep.
They don't know what to do.
I think it's
Me too.
to mess with the news media because they can't even report on it quick enough. It's changing so fast, and I love it, and I'm here for all of it. And that's why I haven't been sending in topics, because I'm like, there's no lack of news media things to cover right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. You got a question. How in the hell is your internet $1,800 hype? Mel's Today is over on Twitter, and our Twitter people do such a great job over there. We've got like about 6 people who are just amazing, who always share and pump it up and talk about the show. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you to our Twitter people. Of course, Rumble and Wimkin and Facebook and YouTube. We love everybody, but it's really cool to see so many people work so hard over at Twitter. So thank you for what you're doing. It's insane. Anyway, someone asked me about Comcast and said, how in the hell is it $1,800 a month? Because I have to have a business account. So just this show alone will be 15 to 16 gigabytes of data. That's just the recorded show in 4K. To stream it to 7 to 8 channels, you're talking 100 gigs. Now do that 5 times a week and do the math. So there is no multiple terabyte plan at Xfinity Comcast. I think last month I was 17 terabytes of information. Wow. I don't know if you guys understand. That's effing insane. Like with all the data and pictures. So I have to have a business account. So I pay a shit ton to do this show and stream it to you. So that's why it's expensive. And go, well, Matt's making a killing. There's overhead, folks. This isn't cheap. So let's get into some things. We've got we got a lot of good stuff. Frank Riley just picked up the Dumb Nation Sherpa blanket. This is really bright. Nice. Holy shit!
I haven't seen those.
Dumb Nation, they're amazing. They're it's a personal blanket. It's not going to cover your bed, but it's a personal blanket, you know. And it's gorgeous. It's like 60 inches by 50 something. It's going to cover you, no problem. Also picked up Tomahawk coffee and 4547 medium dark, which is that stuff's so good. That's our new coffee. So appreciate that. Got 2 tips to add real quick. JD coming in with, yep. It's already on the itinerary. He wants to talk about USAID, AID, and Politico. And, we're talking about both of those things tonight. So thank you, JD, for your donation.
You, JD.
Frank Riley also not only, God bless you. Frank also said, I don't want Matt to have to sell pics of his feet. Just bought coffee and a blanket as well. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you so much. And those are the tips right now. We'll try to do them in between segments or when Amy's talking or whatever. All right, let's get to this. So
thanks.
No, I mean, like, I'll put them in. I won't hit them like when you know what I was saying. Something funny happened real quick. Is last night this guy came on and he's like, hey, steroids guy, why don't you go pump your boyfriend?
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that was very nice. I don't know if I should do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I was like, first of all, anyone that says I'm on steroids, I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, because that makes me feel good. It's like, really? Because if you think this is what it takes, this, which is nothing, takes steroids to achieve, it's obvious you've never lifted a weight in your life, right? So trust me when I say this is not steroids. I don't know what else to tell you, but I appreciate that you think it is. But it was really rude, especially the pump the boyfriend. So I just want to let you know, if you're a troll this is what can happen to you if you decide to get too lippy. So I scrolled his wife and I took a look at his spouse and I said, my boyfriend, your horse. He blocked me. Listen, if you're going to fuck around, you're going to find out. And I've been doing this a while. My liberal kung fu is pretty good. If you want to just have a conversation, I'm your guy. But if you want to get down and dirty and knuckle drag, I'm pretty damn good at that too. So caveat emptor is my warning. Amy, I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you want to talk about? We can talk about Pam Bondi and Epstein.
That's
we can
exciting
talk.
stuff.
Yeah, we can talk about some USAID stuff with Politico. We can talk about Gaza and the American resort. Got a funny video about liberals that we can talk about. We've got some craziness like Trump derangement syndrome stuff going on. And let's see. Hold on. There's women in sports.
Oh, that's a good one too. That is a good one. I would say, personally, you also missed one. You missed the Republican makeup trend that's happening.
No, we did that last night.
You did? Dang it!
The red lipstick. We can talk about it. We didn't talk
No,
about
not
it
the
enough.
red lipstick. That's a whole different thing. Wear the red lipstick there's a new trend. It's Democrats doing their Republican makeup.
Okay, we'll watch it. I mean, if there's something
I don't
there,
have
No.
I would like to talk about Gaza though. That would be my first choice.
All right, so let's start.
I have questions.
Good, and we're also going to do impeachment too, because not only have they filed 2 impeachment proceedings completely and filed a third, but there's also a gentleman, Al Green, who filed his 4th. It's just like a broken record. I mean, the definition of insanity is not this. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's actually called ignorance and blind ignorance. That's just you're a fucking idiot. Insanity is not defined as that. So when everyone goes, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. I don't think Ted Bundy did that to go ahead and test a theory of redundancy. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, that's not what it means. Freud never said that. But it is insane to do a bunch of stuff and believe that the same thing is going to garner a different result after you've already done it like 7-8 times. There's no chance in hell Donald Trump is going to be convicted or put in jail or removed. Impeach, you can impeach anybody for anything. You can impeach someone over a traffic ticket. You can impeach them over mean words. They impeached him over a phone call, for God's sake. But let's talk about Gaza. First of all, we have a podcaster who had some things to say. This warning, are you sick or allergies?
No. Allergies. Okay. No, I'm not sick. Just sneezing. It's allergies. It was warm like yesterday. So then like I get alert. Like if it's warm and it's just awful.
Yes, true. Here we go. I'm warning you. This has some language in it, but it's important to show you how Lib Labs are reacting to Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and Mar-a-Gaza or Gaz-a-lago. I don't know which one. One of them sounds good to me. Gaz-a-lago. I like Gaz-a-lago too. Here is the video. Warning: language, unhinged liberal. With a PS1 mic, which is actually a good-looking mic. It's a shame that he's got a YouTube million subscribers. Yeah. Holy shit. How in the fuck does this guy... Okay, listen to this guy.
Fuck Israel all day, every day. Fuck Israel till my last breath. Fuck Israel till I'm in...
Oh, he hates Jews. It's really, really popular to hate Jews. So that makes sense.
Jail or I get shot. Fuck Israel. Fuck Zionism. Fuck you and fuck you. Fuck Israel. That's it, man. Fuck you, you colonial fucking settlers. Go fuck off back wherever you came from, you murdering psychopath colonizer motherfuckers. Fuck you, fuck Israel. You will never accept Israel.
Holy shit, did your balls just drop? Did his voice crack, Amy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's some serious high-level estrogen right there. I mean, estrogen-laden bovine.
Fuck you till the end of days. Fuck you. I have a platform.
Let's be honest. If it's the end of days, we're all kind of fucked. I'm just saying.
And I'm going to yell it as loud as possible. Fuck Israel. Fuck you.
Wow. I'm not sure if I could understand how he truly feels.
I'm a little confused. Let's hold on. He's.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good night. Fuck Israel.
How in the fuck does that guy have it? See, this always baffles me. Like, you bring high-level commentary, you report that. I can do that. I could just say, fuck the Jews. Jewies. Fuck Neil Diamond. Jews. Benjamin Netanyahu. Jews are bad. I hate the Jews. Free Palestine. Jews suck. And I'm going to get 1 million followers. That's all it takes to sell out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's time to start hating Jews, Amy. I mean, we can give it a try and see if it helps. I mean, we might just go ahead. How do you have 1 million followers? I can't sit here and say that ivermectin is a possibility to try in order to go ahead and help the symptoms of COVID. But you can sit here and preach Holocaust, anti-Semitic bullshit and take out a race of people. Can you drop the N-bomb the same way on YouTube? I don't think you can. I don't think you can just go, drop the hard R anytime you want, if I'm not mistaken. How is it that this guy has 1 million subscribers, but Nick Fuentes gets banned, and I hate Nick Fuentes? Yeah, I know.
Because you're allowed to hate Jews.
It looks like it.
All day, every day. Fuck Israel till my last...
Dude, God. That guy needs to get laid. Seriously.
I wonder where he lives. Like, does he live?
He lives in the state of denial is where he lives.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. If you live here in the States, or if he's somewhere else, I don't know. But
he's in the States. Here is some stuff about the Gaza thing, and we'll talk about it. Here's Joy Reid and her perspective.
For the people of...
Oh, yeah. Which, when we really want a based perspective, let's go with I get Botox injections in my eyelids. Dude, her face, she literally looks like Grace Jones. And it's like, this is not the same woman. I mean, if there was ever something going to convince me that there are clones and lizards, it's definitely her. She doesn't look anything the same.
She looks like that robot from that movie that do you know about? She looks like that woman robot. I don't know what it is, but she looks like that. Like, scary looking.
Like a brown C-3PO or?
No, what's the robot? It's like I don't know movies, you guys.
iRobot? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. She looks like that. There's a movie with a robot that looks just like her. I'm sure we could just Google that, Google image search that, and it would come up.
Type in black robot that looks like Joy Reid. All right, here's what she had to say.
Donald Trump making news in the biggest possible way. I'm going to read you the quotes that I think are stunning.
Oh, Thomas, I'm so sorry. Lost a family member to cancer. Buddy, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of people going through it right now, man.
Yeah, so sorry.
Yeah, that sucks, Thomas. Sorry, buddy.
To just about everyone who heard them today after a day of calling for the people of Gaza, who he numbered at 1.8 million, to be relocated out of the Gaza Strip. Today, Donald Trump said the following about the Palestinian people. They can instead occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do it, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site, and get rid of the destroyed buildings. When he was pressed on whether or not he would be willing to use the military to accomplish the U.S. takeover of the Gaza Strip, he doubled down on that, said we will do what's necessary. We'll do what's necessary. If it's necessary, we'll do that. We're going to take over the peace and we're going to develop it. He referred to the Gaza Strip as the Riviera of the Middle East. He said that world people will live in Gaza, including Palestinians and anyone else, I suppose, that wants to live in this new real estate development he proposed today. This was stunning. And this came in a press conference with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, his first trip to the United States since he was labeled a war criminal by the International Criminal Court with arrest warrants issued. This is one of the few countries where Prime Minister Netanyahu can travel because the United States does not recognize the authority of the International Criminal Court, which rendered a judgment that genocide and apartheid had taken place inside of Israel, disregarding the war in Gaza. So this was their joint press conference following a bilateral meeting. A stunner by any definition of the word.
Oh, these people have no senses of humor. I mean, seriously. Does Amy, like, I would like to get your opinion. What do you think Trump's doing here? Do you really believe that he wants to put a golf course in Gaza? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I'm not sure because he does a lot of crazy things. And my first thought was, no, there's no way USA will do this. I initially thought that he was just putting it out there to get feelers for what other countries might be interested in taking ownership of Gaza, because if we find it to be valuable, then it might push other people along to find it valuable and want to take it over. I mean, it's beautiful. That I've seen the pictures. I've never been there, but the beaches, it is a beautiful, beautiful place. So it could absolutely become a resort. And yeah.
So let's go through an example.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a piece of property and you haven't done anything with it. And it is a co-op. So multiple owners. And it's land. It's not houses, but just land. And all of a sudden, you haven't done anything with it. It's 4 acres. Everybody owns an acre. And your neighbor is like, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a corn tower on my property, all the way on the
silo or corn tower?
A corn tower silo. Right. Whatever. I couldn't think of it. I was like, water tower, corn tower. Fuck it. Whatever. Everyone got what I meant. Silo is the correct word. Thank you. Corn tower.
I just didn't know there was like a corn tower that I was just not aware of.
Listen, I'm a redneck from a cowboy perspective, not from I'm from Iowa. So you're going to put a corn silo, tower, a palisade, whatever. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plant corn throughout my area. But I'm going to make sure I put the corn tower right in the corner of all my neighbors' properties. And it's still going to be on my property, but it's going to be visually there. And you're like, no, you're not. And John across the street and Sally go, no, you're not. The guy's like, yes, I am, because you guys haven't done anything with your property. And it looks like shit. There's weeds everywhere. It's, ragweed and it's horrible. My allergies are going crazy. And I'm going to put a fucking corn tower up. And they're like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the water, which is coming on our property, redirect it, stop the river, and flow it on all 3 of our properties so you don't have irrigation. So screw you, Roger. And you go ahead and you channel a little river going through your property, and you put up some trees and some rocks and clean up all the ragweed. And then Roger goes, hey, thanks, y'all. And you don't hear from him again. And Roger gaslit you into doing exactly what he wanted and got what he wanted with minimal and to no effort. Now, it's a lot more complicated than that. But what Trump is doing is looking at Saudi Arabia and Egypt, and he just put a for sale sign in Gaza and said, is it UAE? Is it Dubai? Is it Saudi? Is it Kuwait? Which country is going to jump in here, save the Gazan people, take 1.7 million immigrants so they can own Gaza? Which Arab nation is going to do that? Because if you don't, we are. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of fucking sense. Right. Because it gets rid of the terrorists. You can repatriate the people who can demonstrate that they don't want to kill Jews, you remove Hamas from power, you eliminate their entire cell structure, you literally cut an appendage off of Iran. This is a win-win-win. Everyone's like, this isn't America first. He said he's not paying for it. He's literally just saying, if you don't do it, I'm going to. Do you really think Donald Trump is going to put up a fucking Riviera in Gaza? No.
Well, I will say this. The Middle East there's so many places there now that, is it Iraq or Iran? Who's building
Where?
all these new, the wall? They're building that, it's called the wall or whatever. There's that, and there's the cube that's coming. They're building all these destinations. They want to change it from not just a oil industry, but also they would like to have a tourist industry. So
yeah, he may. I mean, he may be like, you know what? Nobody's going to take me up on it, and they're going to annex Gaza. We annexed Puerto Rico. We annexed the Dominican Republic. We should do this with Cuba too. Go in and liberate Cuba. Listen, folks, I'm done fucking around. These people want democracy and a republic. They want our form of government. They want capitalism. Cuba's begging for it. Just go do it. Just enough. Because if you don't, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Within 5 years, more Jews are going to die. Gaza, most assuredly, and someone said, well, what if Iran does it? Well, that's the interesting thing, is Iran can't come in and make a purchase like this with the sanctions that they have, and the fact that they are not a part of the Middle East coalition. They're not a part of the United Nations. They're not going to be able to get this sale. They can't do anything like that. Now, if say Lebanon decides to go ahead and give itself over to Iran, that's a different thing. But Gaza doesn't have any form of government. Gaza has no representation. Gaza is a terrorist state. They don't have any rights. The United States can just go in and claim this territory, and they can't do shit unless it's military intervention. Which country is going to go to war with the United States over Gaza? Can anyone tell me that? Nobody.
No, but nobody.
Israel wants this. I mean, Netanyahu wants this because you put Americans in there, you make it a target no more, because nobody's going to fucking bomb Gaza when it's ran by the Americans, because that country's going to get flatlined. You go in and hit American territory, you're going to get flatlined. Here's what you do. You move the U.S. Embassy to Gaza. You make the port U.S. owned. You put a naval base right there. You put a fucking naval base. Do you understand what that would do to Russia? What that would do to Iran? What that would do to the Persian Gulf? The mental state of our enemies going, we now have Bahrain, and now we have right in the Mediterranean, right in the Gulf, in the Black Sea, in the Red Narrows, and now we're literally off the coast of Israel. We are surrounded by the U.S. Navy. Why not?
With the Israeli army also backing us up. So,
right.
I mean,
why not?
That was my first thought. It's like, well, we're right next to an ally, a true ally.
Right.
And I don't know. I think there's a ton of pros and a ton of cons with this.
What's the con? Help me with the cons. What do you think of the cons?
I don't know how much money this is going to cost. And I feel like we have been cutting spending. So it's like, is that money just going to go over to Gaza, which is fine. But
well, he said that it won't be. And what you do is you go ahead and you get Saudi Arabia. Well, sorry, finish your thought, then I'll tell you how we pay for it. Go ahead.
Even that, like building a new military base or even two military bases, depending on what you want. I mean, it has to be pretty militarized, at least initially. I mean, we can't just have people running amok over there. And then is this a permanent decision? Is this a lifelong commitment to Gaza? And yes, can we change the name? Because I just don't like it. And I know it's been around
like
forever.
Gaza either. Yeah.
I don't like it. Maybe because of the connotation of the terrorism that's come out of Gaza. I just don't like it. And then what's the economic stand? Like, what are we gaining back? Also, like, is it going to be a tourist place? Yeah.
Strategic advantage.
Right.
Peace in the Middle East is probably one of the most profitable things that we can do. besides taking over Africa. Like I've been saying, the United States government needs to be buying property in Africa, like left and right. Like Africa will be the next,
buy
the
property
next,
here.
the next world war will be in Africa.
Yeah.
And it will start in Africa, predominantly Northern Africa. But right now, if you can get yourself a military base that literally is right on top of Africa, you gotta understand Libya is right there. So you're North Africa, and you have a U.S. base. You are protecting Israel. Like that is going to piss off people to no end. It's a huge strategic advantage. That's where I think Trump is going. It secures the Mediterranean. It stops Greece from going off and having any type of conflict. You're right on the precipice of Europe, and the Black Sea is go north, do a little U, and you're in the Black Sea, which also benefits in Ukraine. It's a great location. It is. Italy right now is the closest U.S. naval base in that area. If you go ahead and you put a naval base right down there on the coast of Israel, strategically you have a massive advantage to stack a carrier right there. It's going to give you so much leverage. And now you asked me about a base, how much it's going to cost. Honestly, a naval base is not that much. You could probably do it for 250 to 500 billion. And that's not a lot. It really isn't a lot for what it does. Most of that's going to be equipment, but you get refueling, you get docks, you got to have, berthing and housing, cafeteria, a PX, but building bases is not that much. What's going to cost you is reallocating military hardware there. And that's where you get into the billions upon billions, but a lot of that stuff's already made. You can go ahead and just take a couple Arleigh Burkes down there, a couple destroyers. It's what we do in the Red Sea. So up on the Narrows past Yemen and the Houthis, they don't have a carrier group out there. It's all Arleigh Burkes. Just put an Arleigh Burke destroyer out there, a couple subs, couple sub hunters, and call it a day. It'd be fucking fantastic. Listen, the United States expanding its footprint in the Middle East is not what I want, but expanding its footprint in Israel, not only does it really secure the $330 billion we've given Israel over the last 67 years, but it ensures that in the future, we're going to have to spend a lot less on their defense, being that we're in their backyard. It's not a bad idea. And then maybe put a Disneyland in there. We can all go to Gaz-a-land.
And then do we need passports to go because it's pretty far? But if we own it.
That's right. I'm just going to. Is Southwest Airlines going to Gaza?
Do we have to go to customs? Can we just go and not come? Is it like Puerto Rico where there's no customs?
Yeah. So is all it's doing is creating interest. And what it's going to do is you're going to get places like Saudi Arabia and Dubai and Sri Lanka, Kuala Lumpur, all these countries that are going to want to invest and create the next Dubai in Gaza. And they'll pay for it. What you do, and you have to have a space for repatriating people, and you do that. You bring the people in who are the doctors, who are the lawyers, and the people who, don't want to blow your fucking head off. You put those people back in, you give them an identity, and you essentially annex it. That's it. Annexation of Gaza. And you have one of the countries. You want to go ahead and build 14% of the area. Okay, you got to take 14% of the fucking 1.7 million people. You got to take 140,000 people. How does that sound? Well, that sounds good. Okay, here's 140,000. Give them a home, feed them, put them in some form of housing, give them jobs, and let them rename the city to Gaza-land. The Gaza Tower.
Yeah.
The Gaza silo, and give it to them, and then Saudi. You don't think Saudi Arabia is going to go in there and spend money? But the thing is that the United States would own the property and own the land, and Israel will sign that over, because what Israel will do is say, we want you to fund us for the next 75 years. We want you to go ahead and give us an additional, $10 billion a year. Okay, I'll give them $100 billion fucking dollars for Gaza. The military and strategic advantage is huge. And it stops people from attacking Israel. That's what we want. Peace in the Middle East. The only way you do that is to put America over there so nobody fucks with us.
You don't think it becomes an immediate target, though?
Yeah, and then we just blow those places to hell. Who's going to hit us?
Do you think it would start a major war? I mean, that's my.
Who?
I mean, I just have questions. I don't know.
But with who? Who has a standing military? Who's left?
I mean, you have Iran, right? I mean, they
Iran
don't have
doesn't
a
have a
military, but they have people who will back them.
They have defense and they have terrorists. They don't have a standing military. There's nobody left. We've killed everybody. We fucking killed 356,000 Iraqis. We've blown up Syria to shit. There's nobody left. Egypt? Come on.
I think Egypt's they're on our side now, right? I mean, they like us, right? I thought so. I don't know.
They don't like what we did to Gaddafi. But nobody's going to fuck with us. I mean, who's going to? So I'm not talking to you like this. I'm talking in the general ether.
I got it. Yeah.
I'm just like venting. Like there's nobody. Our biggest threat in the Middle East is Afghanistan because we created that with the Taliban. But they're not going to go to war with us. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Taliban going, you know what? We've 22 years against Russia and then 21 years against the U.S. Let's go ahead and do this again.
Yeah.
You know what? We have too many children around here. Let's kill more of our generation of kids. So,
I mean, I like the idea. I think we should put some retirement communities there because it looks like a lovely place to like retire in a few years when it's all built up again. Like,
yeah.
Just saying.
At A Block, I forgot to hit the button. Someone should have told me. We have a shit ton on. We've got almost 200 people on. So plus outside the network. So we have a ton of people on. It's wonderful to see everybody. So I am going to go into a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
The Dumb Store is veteran-owned with a 5-star diamond rating for service and satisfaction. We offer quality products like coffee, shirts, hoodies, and hats, all made by veterans. Shop with confidence, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. Use code DUMB10 to save 10%. Visit thedumbshow.com today. Thank you for your support.
Thomas donated $20. Cancer sucks.
Thank you, Thomas.
I agree with you, buddy. Cancer does suck. Thank you for the donation, pal. We appreciate it. I'm so excited to see this dog. Like, I am so...
What's the ETA?
I don't know. But it'll be probably the next hour, 20 minutes probably. Got some 841. This has got to be from... Is this... Who does the... Who does the donations on Stripe? Or Rumble? Yeah, no, I'm asking somebody over there. Who does the donations on Rumble chat? Can somebody tell me? Is it Judy or Debbie? I think it's Debbie. I'm going to give this to Debbie. And she keeps hooking us up on Rumble chat. We love you. So, Deb, no message, but I think it's you, Debbie, if I'm mistaken. We love you. Appreciate the donation. Thank you. So, listen, here's what it comes down to. Trump is gaslighting people. This is what he's good at. And he is trying to tell Arabs, we're going forward with the Abraham Accords, whether you like it or not, and we're going to rebuild Israel. He's going to do the same thing with Ukraine. Remember what I told you? He's going to go in, he's going to get the petrodollar with Saudi Arabia. That's how you do it. You have them come in and buy and rebuild Gaza. You join the petrodollar. It eliminates BRICS. Everyone knows what BRICS is. This new dollar system, South Africa, Brazil, India, China, etc. It's gonna, and BRICS, everyone's like, oh my God, BRICS is going to take over the world. They can't even decide on a currency. That they're fucking losers. The BRICS is doing nothing. Everyone's like, it's the new currency. No, it's not. So they're going to fall apart. They hate each other. India and China can't get along. That's like just putting like a Ku Klux Klan member and a black person inside of a wet paper bag. They don't like each other. So BRICS isn't going to happen. So you get the petrodollar back. You go to Russia. You give Russia Donbass and Donetsk, and you say, here you go. And you have access to the Black Sea for patrols and everything else, blah, 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 blah. And then you can, and Ukraine, you can't join NATO for 10 to 20 years. And Russia, along with NATO, come in and you're going to help rebuild Ukraine. You're going to go ahead and reestablish Kyiv. You're going to help rebuild. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what he's going to do. And he's just doing the finer points. It's going to take some time. That's why Marco Rubio's there. But I imagine that's what they will do. That area will be a demarcation zone, a DMZ, 30 miles wide, which will give Ukraine a nice buffer zone between Russia. It stops Ukraine from joining NATO, which is what Putin wants. And there you go, and you move on. All right.
Yeah. And what day are we on? I mean, there's just so much happening.
Day 15. We're not done. Yeah. We got so much tonight. I mean, I'm excited. And we've got 246 in network right now.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good
it's glad to have everybody. It's glad. It's great to see everybody on.
I am so excited that I've got a corn tower in my pants. So excited. Yeah. Corn tower. I'm never gonna live that. I'm gonna make a shirt. It's gonna be a style. It's gonna be like corn tower. Shut up, Amy.
I genuinely thought like there was some kind of apparatus or some kind of storage system I was unaware of for corn. I don't know.
Corn tower. I'm getting a call. Let's see who it is. Hi, caller. Where are you from?
Well, I like the idea of Gaza. We do a Trump world. What do you think about that?
Where have you been, dude? I mean, seriously.
How long is it? I've been around, man. I've been around. I hope everybody's doing well. I saw Ryan. He actually told me, call in, do the Trump thing. I've been busy, but I hope all the dumb nation's doing well.
Yeah, dude. I think everyone's doing well. We're just trying to get ahead of all the bullshit, you know? There's a lot going on. Yeah, there is. There is. Your take on the Gazaville, the corn tower in Israel?
Well, I really do believe that we put some funding towards this. I don't know if we can make NATO maybe throw a couple bucks in on this, since they want to make a stink all about Gaza, right, in Israel. But someone who disagreed with how Israel took the gloves off and fought to defend their land needs to be part of paying, in my opinion, for any infrastructure that goes into Gaza. And I do believe you're 100% right. Put a naval base there. Yeah. Don't touch our boats. Put some casinos, Amy's idea, some retirement communities, some golf courses. I know it sounds funny, but think about that. Make it a vacation spot. The Mediterranean is a beautiful place to go. So why not? What do you have to lose?
Some hookah shops, some belly dancers.
Hell yeah.
You know, make it Persian land. It'd be great. Like to reenact 300, you can go ahead and dress up in your toga and grab your shield and your. I like this.
You know what would
I like
be
this.
Even more funny?
What?
I have a lot of great Persian friends and family. I consider them family down here in Georgia. I think if they wanted to, they go and they be a beacon to all the Iranians who haven't left Iran, and be the example of, hey, this is how it used to be before the revolution occurred, and let them run up Gaza, let them be the next door neighbors of Israel. If they would get along, I think they would. And then just be a beacon to everybody in the Middle East. I see no problem with this at all. But I might be naive.
I will say the Persians will do a hell of a job decorating Gaza because they are fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Mike never comes around, by the way. I just read that.
That's so first of all, you folks, the Persians are the Iranians.
But they're fancy Iranians.
Yeah, but I don't think the Iranians are going to be acquiesced to the request of decorating Gaza. They're decorated with that infidel blood. I mean, come on. Crimson paint.
Yeah, we put a little rug over here and some hookah, some kebabs. You like it?
Sheep kebabs? Mike, thanks for calling in, buddy. Good to have you. Don't be a stranger.
Guys.
See you, buddy.
I'll be more involved, guys. Y'all have a great night. Great
You
show.
should be. We miss you. See you, pal. Love Mike. He's a good guy. All right. So someone's asking me about Elon Musk. We're not there yet. So I get the question. You guys, it's hard for me to see all that. So with all the death threats on Elon, can the Dems be held to account? Of course not.
Right.
Of course, they weren't held. Wait. Yenny, is that mom? Sorry, hold on a second. Tense moment here. Someone's trying my keypad.
What?
Someone was just trying my keypad on
I
my
heard
door.
you, but I'm like, what? Don't you have the facial recognition, right?
I got everything. I'm looking for movement. People don't understand. We got 16 cameras now. There's no dead space. But I swear to God, you heard the beeping. If you listen to the show, you can hear it in the background.
Yeah, I heard the beeping too. I was like, what is that? Yeah.
That's my key.
I
That's
took off
my door.
'cause I thought
My door is right there.
Yeah.
I'll have to check my recordings. I thought they were home with the dog. That's why I got excited.
I don't know. Our software just updated, and I didn't even know we had
That's
this.
what I'm wondering.
It recognizes, like, I can save family members' faces to
Mine does it
app.
too.
So if it's like a stranger, it will alert me. If it's somebody, it's not like if it's not saved, it will alert me. So I'm like, that's awesome. Freaking love our cameras.
Do you want to know something cool? Is mine has if weird. Sorry, folks, I get jumpy. There's a lot of weirdos out there. If somebody leaves a package on my doorstep, it actually will watch the package, and if a face picks it up that isn't us, it'll call the police.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we've got some cool stuff. But I heard my door key fob, so I've got my camera on my phone, and it's cycling through my cameras. Wasn't scared, but if it's not Olivia, and Ethan and them, that's fucking weird.
Did they come in the front door?
No, no. I checked every camera. It could be an update, or it could be something else beeping, like a smoke detector or something. But it sounded like my key fob. Trust me, guys, I'm safe. I've got more fucking weapons, and anybody comes in here, it's not going to be good. We've got FBI, Secret Service, SEAL team, and a sheriff all across the street. And when I say across the street, it's like literally, hey, guys, and you got me, and I can handle myself. All right, let's rock and roll. So,
yes, I can vouch for that because every time I come to your house, I never usually announce myself, and someone always pops their head out to see who it is, and I always just wave like I belong here.
Yeah,
but I don't.
We always check the camera.
Thank you.
And we know who's around. Sorry, folks, I'm not nervous, but I'm gonna rack around if the door's going and my family's not home. I'm gonna find out what's going on. And you got to remember, I'm blind in here, so I can't see past this door. I don't know what's going on, and I got noise canceling headphones. So whenever I hear something, I'm gonna be kind of like, wait a second, what's going on? Mike, $25, and then we can do the next segment. Sorry about that. I know we are a little bit distracted. Okay. Okay. Make Gaza great again is the message from Mike. And there it is. All right. So let's rock and roll. Thank you, Mike. $25. We are about almost halfway there. We're about 173 down. So we'll have to have some good donations. Let's move on. Got a lot of people on YouTube. Great to see. Next topic. I want to do a funny one. Can we do a funny one real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this guy, this is shared by someone called Natalie F. Danlishan, but I don't think this is the person. I don't know the guy's name. I want to give him credit. You know me. I always want to give credit to people who make great videos, but this is by far a Damani quality video. And then I've got another real one.
How's the election made you feel?
I got another real one, which is just as unhinged as this, but we're going to talk about the Trump derangement syndrome, how it's getting worse. Here is this fantastic video. Watch this.
From 1 to 10, with 10 being Nazi. My name is Dr. Nick Peterson, and I specialize in those suffering from TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Hello. I'm Dr. Peterson. How are you? Well, Donald Trump is a felon. Nope. I asked how you were doing. The majority of Americans can mentally handle election results on both sides of the aisle. However, there's this small, albeit growing, group of, I don't want to say Americans, but people that are just disconnected from reality. Fascist. And honestly, it makes diagnosing these people a whole lot easier. I just check their social media. Gone are the days when you just search your symptoms on WebMD at home by yourself. Now they record their symptoms and post them for the world to see. The haircut is also a dead giveaway. So, what brings you in today? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the orange democracy-destroying, Putin-loving dictator. All right, so mental illness. They are completely blind to the fact that their absurd actions and ideologies were a big factor in their party's loss. Let me ask you this. Do you even know what a democracy is? Follow-up question. Do you know how Kamala Harris became the nominee? I know you're a deplorable Nazi fascist bigot. Okay, neat. Turns out that calling half the country Nazis for 4 years was not a winning strategy. And yet somehow, not even Cardi B could save them. Do you realize what I'm going through? Yep, delusions. I am losing my right to vote? What? Where are you getting your information? Whoopi Goldberg? Well, what's the remedy, you might be wondering? Well, if you ask me, it's a history lesson in Jesus, but the pharmacy doesn't offer those. I prescribe them a brain, and I send them to trybrain.com for more information. Well, I'll show you. I'm moving to Canada. That'd be great. And I'll be shaving my head. Oh, that's... no. Yeah. And one last thing. I'm going on a sex strike. Your loss. Oh, no. How is the...
So...
That's great.
Nothing wrong with doing humor when it's actually funny. But this is completely accurate Trump derangement syndrome. Did you see this, Ames?
I did. I think so, anyway.
Right.
I think, yeah.
This is a white woman who is dressed in a shamag and hijab ceremonial with a PLO liberation terrorist scarf. A kafaya is what it's called, underneath, which is always telling because AOC and Rashid Tlaib and Ilhan Omar also wear a kafaya. And I was one of the first channels, just to let you know, I'm going to zoom in here because, you know, it's important to get some give ourselves some love. The only channel that I know that recognized the kafaya and actually told everyone what it was. Now, every conservative channel, Charlie Kirk and all the rest of them are like, oh, they're wearing kafayas, terrorists. I'm like, listen,
yeah,
it's kind of nice when you get military people who understand the AOR of the Middle East and have worked in it and studied it. We should use more military people is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be me. I mean, if you want to be right, but it doesn't have to be me. But maybe some guy who went to Yale and Harvard isn't the most reliable person to talk about geopolitical situations. And that's what we do here. We talk a lot about that. But anyway, watch this video. Enough horn tooting and horning our corn tower. Here is a very vulgar young lady who is very upset with white people, even though she's white. Here it is.
Look like what you fucking look like, they would have shot you already. So be fucking thankful. When you come out here with a bunch of people who don't fucking look like you, out here people who are getting ripped away from their fucking homes, and you're a white man talking some shit, backed up by the fucking police officers. Yeah, he fucking hear it. No, I didn't. You're a fucking liar.
You do this?
You're a liar. You just come up here and lie. Remember when we fucking lied when we were 16?
Free speech?
Fucking pussy. No, I said you're a white man, so you won't get shot by the police. Will not. Look like what you fucking look like, they would have shot you already. So be fucking thankful. Because police kill black people every fucking day, and you will never get a taste of it because you just sat here and fucking
yeah, that's not true.
Yelled at him with all your white fucking male privilege.
You are white.
With it. I'm aware, dumbass. If I don't say it, who the fuck will?
I've not said one singular thing about race.
Historically, white people are the only people who have ever oppressed anybody. You can't fucking be racist towards a white person.
What's white
dumbass?
Racist towards white people?
No, you can. I stand on it. You cannot be racist towards a white person.
What's
when historically, historically, white people are the only people. Don't fucking. Sorry. No,
What's white privilege?
You get your head out of your own fucking ass. Go home and cry to your fucking mom, and while I walk, I'll shake you the whole way back. Nobody fucking wants you here. And that's that. Cheers.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people say you shouldn't hit a woman. There is more and more evidence that occasionally, you shouldn't. There might be reasons too. You should never hit a woman, but there might be a few reasons that it would be justified if you decided to do it. But don't do it. Don't hit women.
Well, when she's coming in space like that, and he gave
Thank
her
you.
space, he backed up. Twice he backed up, and she still came at him. Thank you so much, Charity.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. For specific situations, if you're coming into my space and I have backed up and created more space, and you've come into my space again, I'm probably going to put my hands on you and at least push you back and say you need to back up. Like, I'm not going to probably start with punching you, but I don't know. Try me.
I really. These are the people that I deal with every day, and they're fucking nuts, like insane. And I've learned to kind of just know how to push their buttons. If it's a woman, like this woman comes in here and goes, "I'm an angry woman, and I'll fucking tear you up." And I said, "Is there really any other kind? You misogynistic pig." And I said, "Listen, it's 4:30. You've got to go cook dinner. Why don't you go do that? And then you can come back and we can have a conversation. You're a complete just white chauvinist, just degenerate, giant and big man." And I said, "Talk about my penis." It's like these people are just, and you could just gaslight the shit out of them. And what you find out is that they don't mean what they're saying. They don't know who you are. All they know is that they're so angry and they're so pissed off. And the reason is they don't know how to vent. They don't know how to get it out. They have no coping skills.
Oh.
He's your president.
Yeah. It's funny. We were just talking to my son about this the other day. He
go ahead.
had to learn a hard life lesson, which was not intentional on any of our fault. But anyway, he was so upset and he started to break down. And I was like, if you're going to cry, don't do it in front of your friends. Go into the bathroom right now. You can have your moment, but and my dad was like, why not just let him cuss? He's like, that's what we do. I'm like, yeah, what? That's fine. I don't care. Because he's not like, I wouldn't allow it in front of his coach or his friends or his teachers. But I'm like, yeah, if you need to go say some cuss words by yourself, have at it, dude, if it keeps you from crying. You need to learn how to channel your energy into something that's going to work for you, that's going to calm you down, keep you level set. And if my son wants to go say a bunch of cuss words, I'm like, go for it. That's horrible parenting.
I ask my kids all the time. I said, "Are you crying for you? Or are you crying for someone else?" "I'm crying for me." And I said, "Knock it off."
Yeah.
Self-pity doesn't do anyone any good. If something's happened to you and it hurts, of course cry, of course, but that's your private time to go and do that. It's not for you to share with the whole world for attention. But that's the difference, is these people were told and reinforced behavior by their parents that if you whine and cry hard enough, that you'll gain empathy and sympathy. And that's what they're looking for. And it's like, lady, I don't have any, my life's hard enough. Why should I give a fuck what you're going through? I'm sorry. And if you're a friend of mine and you're like, hey, I've got cancer or I'm broke, or a completely different situation. But if you're like, I don't want Donald Trump to be my president. Well, tough shit. I didn't want Joe Biden, but I didn't sit here and say he's not my president. Those words never came out my entire life. I didn't put my flag upside down and desecrate the U.S. flag because I was throwing a temper tantrum because Joe Biden was our president. Give me a break.
Right. These are the people who we were taking videos of throwing tantrums in Targets and whatnot 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Now they're all grown up and they're still throwing tantrums. Their parents did nothing then. And this is where we are today, people. So correct.
I just cry inside and use my tears for lubrication. It works. These are the people that they emulate, Amy. And this is Jasmine Crockett. Go ahead, take your time.
Why?
I don't know. Like just started
Oh.
Did you fall or something?
No, I was out hanging with the girl.
Oh, you're probably working so many muscles. Go relax for a few minutes. No more elliptical. I love you for working out, but that's too much.
Yeah, elliptical's not good for that age.
I know.
It runs them. It runs them. Listen, go to Amazon. You go to Amazon.
We usually are like in the room. I'm sure Jason's probably in the kitchen, and it's just right behind the kitchen.
Yeah.
But so he's right there. But normally I'm like, you can't get on unless we're like physically there to watch you, because you can get so hurt on this thing. Like the other stuff, I don't care. Like the rower, that's fine. The treadmill, I'm okay with that. But like the elliptical is so dangerous.
Elliptical pulls you around. But I was just going to say is that they have these little walking treadmills for like $80 on Amazon. They're amazing for kids. Like, and they're desk treadmills. I just got one. So when I'm working, I can just walk. I think I did 10 miles today. Just
nice.
All right. The reason I'm showing these videos is because I'm working backwards here. People idolize politicians. I don't know why. They're not your leaders. They're your elected representative. Ultimately, they are there to be your voice. They are nothing special. They're not to be honored. They're not to be respected. And if I was at a Senate Oversight Committee or I was in a hearing and they said, Trump, do you think I'm going to call them senator? No, I'm going to call them by their last name just like they did President Trump. And if someone addresses me in any other way than Mr. Spear, we're going to play that game. But this is the behavior. These are now our politicians. It is a fucking episode of Jerry Springer. Here it is. 2 of them. We've got Pocahontas, which is going to go on the prowl with her tomahawk. And then we have Shakira Kaniqua from LA City, Los Angeles Crips, ready to go ahead and throw some shade.
But let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, where are the Democrats? Where are our leaders? Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all. Go ahead. All right? We are here. We are also going to make sure that they uphold the law. We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, never mind, we'll just ignore that. Instead, we are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like. This ain't it.
No, this is it. This is exactly what democracy looks like in ancient Greece and Rome. Mob rule. This is what it looks like.
So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump.
President Trump.
You're going to learn a few lessons from us. And I'm going to be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right?
Sounds like he's inciting an insurrection.
It sounds like an insurrection to me, too. But this is actually the liberal mating call. It's very unique and very important. Here's a meme I put up today. We haven't seen it. Liberals in 2025. We didn't elect him. Arrest him. Liberals in 2021 with Soros and Fauci and Bill Gates. Liberals 2021. Trust the science. Conform or die.
Yeah.
Here's Elizabeth Warren Tomahawk. And then, Amy, I'm giving you all the time in the world for you to tell us what you think.
But let me tell y'all something.
Of these lovely women who we should idolize as they are trendsetters. Here's Pocahontas.
Also went off.
What?
Did you see the other one with Crockett? How she was talking about she's a nightmare.
We only have so many hours. This is Elizabeth Warren, who invented, while she was a Native American, the corn tower, which was a way for Native Americans to save maize and corns throughout the harsh winters by using their corn towers. These are facts, folks. These are facts.
In the building behind me, Elon Musk is seizing power from the American people.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
We are here to fight back. 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 and we will fight back.
Was it Hitler thing she just did at the end?
Yeah, Nazi salute.
Wow.
These people, just Third Reich. I saw it. Sieg Heil.
Wow.
Ich den Nein Berliner. It's so. You know what? Please do. Please do. Fight back. Riot. Storm the Capitol. Do it. Do it all. And I want you to pay very close attention to what happens. Because they'll come there with bricks and Molotovs and they'll try to hurt people. And I'm not a fan of J6, but they will call it the next Tiananmen Square as they try to kill National Guards people and set federal buildings on fire, and they get shot. Trump's not going to fuck around. People are done with this. The problem is that their circle is narrowing and it's going around their neck. Starbucks is bailing on them. All the major freaking Target jumped ship. Everybody's jumping. They're just like, we're done. I know. Okay. Go ahead, Ames. Your thought on this? Your thought on these wonderful role models for all women?
I think they're both really great, strong Black women.
Elizabeth Warren is so Black.
So Black. She's Indian. I'm sorry. Right? She Indian? I forget. Whatever she claims. Whatever she identifies as.
1,024th. Okay. Basically, seriously, I am more Native American than she is.
I don't care. They're DEI hires, and I think it's time for them to go. Like, they didn't earn their spot. I know they didn't. They used their race card to get elected, and now they're out here preaching, and they're inciting violence. They're asking for people to stand up and revolt. And I'm sorry, but we should not see elected officials behaving this way. If you have a problem, take it to the polls.
Ian, please tell me the Republican that's acting that way. Can you? Have you seen Schumer? This is all, dude. All of them are absolutely knucking futs. They're melting down, calling for the arrest of Elon Musk.
The reason they're reacting so poorly is because Republicans still continue to keep our calm. You're screaming, but we're still talking. We have the upper hand in that way, and it drives them crazy. And by the way, a few years ago, they used to worship Elon Musk.
Oh, they worship Trump. They worship Trump. Yeah. He was in movies. He was in rap albums. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton gave him a Rainbow Coalition Award. What the fuck? He was loved. What? I mean, it was like Trump rich, man. That's what it's all about. Here's Schumer. Listen to this shit. I can't make this up.
Oh, Elon Musk and a small group of people to secretly, behind closed doors, take away our privacy, take away our dollars, take away everything we have. We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Yeah, 60 days after losing your ass in every fucking level of government. You guys even lost the dog catcher for Southwest Tecumseh, where there's a brand new corn tower that was actually paid for by the PTA.
Yeah.
Who cares? What do you mean you'll win? You'll win what?
Nothing.
Can you believe that there's people out there going, yeah, man, I'm going to vote for this shit? They have completely lost the plot. Every one of them are yelling like this. I got Maxine Waters doing the same thing. I got AOC doing the same thing, calling Elon Musk a Nazi.
Oh, AOC. Well,
or AOC. Sorry. Yes.
She is wonderful. I love how intelligent she is. And I wish she could give Elon Musk some schooling because she's much smarter than him.
Well, listen to this. This is another one. Everyone remembers this guy. This guy comes out like the annual Hallmark snowman for Christmas. He is always there. I'm Mr. Impeachment.
Yes.
Ben Nighthorse Campbell. No, I'm kidding. That's not Ben Nighthorse. Here it is.
And still I rise, Mr. Speaker, And I rise today, Mr. Speaker, with a to whom it may concern message.
With a cane.
To whom it may concern, ethnic cleansing in Gaza is not a joke, especially when it emanates.
Actually, it really is. A Gazan, a Jew, and an Arab walk into a bar. And
from the President of the United States, the most powerful person in the world.
Thanks for acknowledging it.
When he has the ability to perfect what he says. Ethnic cleansing in Gaza is no joke, and the Prime Minister of Israel should be ashamed, knowing the history of his people, to stand there and allow such things to be said.
With a cane.
He was next to Elizabeth Warren in the last video, shaking his cane.
It's tomahawk. Let's get it right. Yeah. It's a tomahawk.
Has been a crime against humanity. And I stand here today
with a cane
in the well to denounce what was said, to denounce what the president said, to denounce the complicity of the Prime Minister of Israel, and to remind people that Dr. King was right. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Does that include rioting? Wondering. Does that include allowing black youth to be murdered in all the inner cities of the top 37 out of the 50 inner cities in the United States run by liberals? Does that count? Murdering babies? Do you think Dr. King is okay with that? 67 million babies? I'm sure there's some black babies in there, considering that, 78% of those abortions are from African Americans? You've literally killed multiple generations of black youth from guns and ripping fetuses out of the womb. And you're going to stand up there with a cane and tell me that Dr. King is going to identify with Democrats?
And injustice in Gaza is a threat to justice in the United States of America.
No, it's not.
I rise to announce that the
with
movement to impeach the president has begun. I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed.
Dastardly deeds? What? Well, no, dastardly deeds, you see. We're going to get him, Cagney. We're going to get them together, see? What is he, fucking Batman? Dastardly deeds. Batman and Robin. Go after the Penguin and the Joker. Oh, I love that. Dastardly deeds proposed. So let me make sure I go ahead and give you what that means. He said mean shit. That's what he's saying. Dastardly deeds proposed. So on the next Ghost Hunters, dastardly deeds proposed.
Dastardly deeds done.
Nice adding the done.
I also rise to say
with a cane
that the impeachment movement is going to be a grass up movement, not a top down. The people have got to move.
That's because Donald Trump. I don't think Donald Trump's going to try to impeach himself. This guy's a fucking retard.
And he said,
seriously.
Did he say grass up movement? Did he mean like grassroots or from the bottom up? I think he meant ass up. I'm not even sure. It's just
to shake that ass, shake that ass.
Forward. The people have to demand it. And when the people demand it, it will.
When the people demand it, I promise you they're going to buy a Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Be done. I did it before. I laid the foundation for impeachment. And it was done. Nobody knows more about it than I.
You sound like Trump. Was it huge? Some say the biggest ever. Some may say.
And I know that it's time for us to lay the foundation again. On some issues, it is better to stand alone than not stand at all.
Brother, you're standing with a cane and you are alone. There's nobody around you. You're not even going to get any applause after this.
On this issue, I stand alone, but I stand for justice. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back. Members are reminded to refrain from engaging in personalities toward the president.
Not one.
And still,
it's definitely racism in that place. Nobody applauded. I'm shocked. I mean, can we get some DEI clappers in there or something like this? This is ridiculous.
I felt threatened by him and him waving his cane at me. I went that checked.
Pimp Daddy cane. Is this a winning strategy? I mean, seriously, are they going to do this shit for 4 years? I mean, all you're doing is giving us 2028. You know this, Amy. I mean, we've been doing this how long now? I mean, this is not working for them. Why are they doubling down?
I actually love it. I think it's great. I think this is great for us because it's just like they did everything else. I mean, yes, you tried it for the last term. It didn't work for you. It's not going to work this time either. We're all laughing at you. Trump is not going to back down. He's not going to resign as president. You can impeach him all you want. It doesn't mean anything. So far, he's done more in the last couple of days than Biden did he did more to better our country in the last couple of days than Biden did in his entire couple years as he was alive, and then Kamala was running it behind the scenes. I don't know who was running it, but Trump has done more. He's also talked to the press more. He's an open book. I mean, I'm like, when is this man going to sleep? He needs a vacation already, and he's not going to take one because he works hard. I just love it. I think it's great.
Listen, the most dangerous thing in America right now is most assuredly Donald Trump, and I'll tell you why. Is because in 2016, he was checked by trying to understand, and he listened to the wrong people. So he put the wrong people in his administration, he put the wrong people around him, and he suffered for it. This time, he is not allowing anyone to tell him. All his nominations are going to get selected. RFK is going to get, so is Tulsi Gabbard. They're all going to get it. They can't even block a nomination. They're so powerless. America hates liberals and Democrats so much, and it's now hate. They are sick and tired of you whining, but the real issue is why Donald Trump is such a dangerous part to America is because America is corrupt. And he has to cut that out of this country. And this is a danger to the oligarchs. It's a danger to the rhinos and the uniparty system and the deep state. This is what we have. And if you don't think there's a deep state, explain to me Justin Trudeau. Explain to me Macron from France. They're all of the same mindset. They're all WF Davos plants. They're globalists. And the United States is saying no. Canada, they may not get it in March, but they're going to get it in the federal election and get these fuckers out. Donald Trump is going to take liberals with him by their hair. They don't have a choice. He said it best. I'm going to protect you whether you want me to or not. Here is Donald Trump going into C Block. Folks, it's 8:30. Just want to let you know we're just halfway there. I've got faith. Here's Donald Trump real quick, Amy, on women sports after this.
Join WimKen.com, the social media platform built for free speech and true connection. No censorship, no algorithms controlling your feed, just genuine conversations and a commitment to protecting your rights. Sign up today at WimKen.com and take back your voice. Tell them Matt and the Dumb Show sent you.
Donald Trump decided to go ahead and sign something that Amy has been waiting for so long. I can't wait to see her jump for joy. Yes. First, I want to go ahead and thank Howie. Says talk about the bully pulpit. LOL. I'm not sure what we're talking about with the bully pulpit. Are we talking about that priest that had those things to say? I don't think
so.
Okay, already talked about that, but we can try to talk about it again. Got one more to enter, and I'm going to play it. Barbara, no message, but thank you for the $25 as well. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for the tips. Barbara donated $25. Thank you. Here's the video. Watch this. Enjoy this. This is all for you. You've earned it.
Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you. Take the pen. You want to do this? Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay?
I want you to notice something. First of all, Donald Trump is surrounded by kids. And the second thing is he doesn't sniff one of them. Right. So we've raised the bar.
You ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job.
Right.
It's just a grandpa for them.
Yep.
I want to make this a really good signature because this is a big one, right?
Such a good dude.
Yes.
Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
Look at all those new conservatives.
Pretty good, huh? I see that. Okay? Good. Now you're going to go out and win those events, right? Nice to see you all. Nice to see you. Great going, everybody. Nice to see you. Thank you, kids. Here, take a pen. I'll give some of these out, okay? Take a pen. Take a pen.
Save it. It's going to be worth a shit ton of money because that right there essentially bans transgenders in opposite sex sports. So if you're a man pretending to be a woman, you can't go play in women's sports. Donald Trump has, with a stroke of a pen, has given Amy at least, and we haven't done bathrooms yet. Hopefully that's soon. Right. What are your thoughts, Ames? That's got to be a huge historic win for you.
Obviously, I think this is a huge win for all women. I mean, it's truly sad that it had to come down to the president having to step in and go like, sit down, kids, I'll handle this. And we're not going to have, the boys are not going to be wrestling their sisters anymore. It's like, this is not happening. It's such a huge win. It's a wonderful day. I mean, I do take it very personally. I have a daughter. I also have a son who I don't want him hurting a girl in a sport. I don't want, he does play rugby. It is co-ed, but that's allowed apparently. I don't think it's a good idea, but my daughter will not be tackling. It's such a win. It's such a huge win. And I think bathrooms will be next. And I'm hoping it is. I hope they make that a federal law that men cannot be in a women's bathroom. I mean, it's just tough, but I'm excited. It's good things. Very good things.
I think Donald Trump has a long-term plan. I think he needs to break a few eggs in order to make the omelet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I know a lot of Canadians are upset and they feel betrayed. I don't, this isn't about you. And he's trying to expose Justin Trudeau for what he is. He's trying to expose the Liberals. He's trying to ensure that the global stage wakes up to this type of stuff. Because this isn't in Canada. This is in Europe. And it's infecting the world. This DEI woke progressive playbook, and this is the Saul Alinsky and Maoist playbook. This is what they do. And if you go and read Saul Alinsky playbook, there are 10 steps on how to really overthrow ideology that is based upon ethics and law and religion and belief. And they're very, very specific. It creates infighting, racial division, break people down by economic class and race. I mean, these things are all Saul Alinsky playbooks. And if you haven't read it, go read Hillary Clinton's thesis, and she wrote it on the Saul Alinsky playbook. And this is where they come from. This is who they are. And people are seeing that they are completely unhinged. These people are crazy. Now, I know Marjorie Taylor Greene can get a little, but nothing like that. Nothing like any of them. I mean, it's like, who the hell votes for these people and says, these are the people I want to speak with my voice?
I don't think they are. I think a lot of these people, I mean, think about it. You have these uncontested elections a lot of times. I mean, especially where we live, especially where I live, if you sign up, you're probably going to get elected as the mayor here because nobody, it actually is like a really hard job. We live in a little town and it's just a lot of work and no one wants to do it. So, and then they can easily move up because you have it on your resume. So I think a lot of these people start out in these little small elections and there's not a lot of people to oppose them. I can't imagine why people would want to have that as their mouthpiece to talk for them because that's not how I feel.
Right. I mean, it's not. Jesus Christos, thank you, my friend. We appreciate you. But I don't want. I love MTG. She has bigger balls than anyone on the left. That's the problem. MTG, listen, Melissa, I'm not going to bash on Republicans, but Jewish space lasers, I think I've had enough of that shit. She needs to pick her battles. I think anyone can agree. She comes on the wrong side of things often. I don't like how she also voted with Kevin McCarthy on his speakership. Little things like that bother me. But if that's the worst we have, I'm all about politicians being smarter and better than me. And if they're not, I don't want them speaking for me. So when I look at AOC and Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib and at times Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene, I have to ask myself the question, are they smarter than me? And it's not because they're women, but I some of the things they say makes me question their intelligence at times. That's all. So it's certainly not ripping on her. She needs to stop with the conspiratorial type stuff. She needs to stop talking about chemtrails. Okay, focus on what you can do to help the Trump administration to execute their policy. Use logic and reason. And her last interview, I have more respect for her. I showed this on the show last week where she stood up and called out the press. And I'm like, that a girl. That's the MTG we need. Smart, quick as a frickin' snake. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yes. She's not my favorite person at all. And it's because of her conspiracy theories. And I don't know if she's joking, and maybe she is. And I've had that realization like lately because she is so brash. I'm like, maybe she's just deadpan joking. I don't know.
Jewish space lasers.
She just, the thing, like her, and she's all into the conspiracies. And
weather control and DARPA and HARP and she's in all of it.
I'm here for it. I love to watch the videos, but I don't believe in that thing. I don't subscribe to those beliefs at all. Just want to make sure. But I do love hearing about it.
Represent your constituents, right? Represent your constituents. We don't care what you think. We don't care that you like conspiracy. What are you doing to pass meaningful legislation to help your people back home?
Correct.
Period. That's what you should be talking about. I like her, though. I like her because she's a fireball. I don't like everything she stands for sometimes. That's all. And you know what? Let's put it this way. I'd rather have her on our side than the other side because the other side, people are just absolutely shit crazy. Here is Pam Bondi, who I'm not going to lie. I got a little crush on Pam Bondi. I'm going to say it. It's been a crush that's been building for a while.
Is this an important question? Love you.
That's what I say to my kids. Is somebody dead? Then get out of the room. No. I got a little crush on Pam Bondi.
She's beautiful.
I like smart women.
Badass. Yeah, she's beautiful and a badass. Yeah.
I like smart women. I'm attracted to smart women, and I don't care what the outward appearance is. If you got a sharp head and you're smart, you're attractive to me. You know, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She's not a beautiful woman, and there's times where she looks very, very nice, but it's her personality that makes her just awesome, and I love her for it. You don't need to look like Kayleigh McEnany, or you don't need to look like Alibaba or whatever her name is, Trump's attorney. You can just be smart and a good personality. And Pam Bondi she's all those things. I love smart women. And I'll tell you, she is freaking awesome. Here's what she said. We're going into the D block, folks. We're about $81 shy of our goal. Let's watch this. This is a good one. She's older than you, Matt? Yeah, it's all right. I don't care. I'm all into the GILFs. GILFs are good. It's fine. Older women need loving too. Seriously, come on now. I'm married. I'm teasing. Come on. Oh, doing its thing.
Well, we know he was on the plane, not only on the plane a couple times, multiple times. He traveled internationally with Jeffrey Epstein, and he was on the plane called the Lolita Express because it supposedly had a bed in there where Jeffrey Epstein had young girls. He has been a friend of his, a continuing friend of his for years and years. Contrast that with Donald Trump, who hasn't spoken to him in many years, over a decade, after he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago for bad behavior. So that's the difference there. And I think Americans see the two-tier justice system. But, you know, we don't know. They're saying Clinton has not been to his private island, but he has traveled all over the world with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know why AG Garland and the Justice Department are so quiet on this tonight. You know, they're out there labeling parents domestic terror.
Sorry,
terrorist, yet they're saying nothing about this. And these documents were so slow to come out. Human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar business in this country, and Jeffrey Epstein is dead. And Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for 20 years where she belongs. And if people in that report are still fighting to keep their names private, Sean, they have no legal basis to do so unless they're a child, a victim, or a cooperating defendant by some chance against some potential case against Ghislaine Maxwell. And I think Mark Garagos, as a great criminal defense attorney, will back that up as well.
Dude, coming with heat. Listen,
Finally.
like we need the Murlocs to like come up from the sewers and start snatching some of the elitists. You know what I mean? Like, let's start going ahead and start snatching some of these people. And when we find out they're on this list and they diddled kids, I expect Americans, Democrat, Republican, Independents, to do what's appropriate. Because if the U.S. government is not going to hold these people accountable, we need to. And I'm not telling anyone to go out and hurt anybody, but you need to expose these people. And we need to ensure that when this list is released, that these people are never seen in the public eye again, that they have to register as sex offenders, that we bring personal cases against them, we donate money to the victims, whatever it takes to get these people in prison so the prison system can take care of this for us. Tired of it. Amy, your thoughts on this?
Look, I don't know what Bill Clinton did. He strikes me as the kind of person that doesn't make good choices. But I will say this.
What do you mean, like eating chocolate chip cookies? I eat a few cookies. Listen, I blow the trumpet and the saxophone, sweetie. I don't know what you mean by personal choices. Is it those cookies? Is that what does it?
It's so good. Seriously, though, if he's been on a private jet, it doesn't necessarily mean anything unless you can prove.
Right. Trump was on his jet, but it wasn't the Lolita Express.
Correct. So I just want more information. I don't like to just accuse people before having more information. However, I do agree with you. I think anyone who is found out to be harming children in any way, I think we need a new prison for them. Probably near Guantanamo Bay would be great. Somewhere out there. Some kind of, I'm sorry, you don't hurt children.
No.
You don't hurt children. I'm not asking for anyone to hurt anybody who's hurt a child either. But if you want to send them to me, I will deal with them accordingly. Just saying that. Not threatening anybody. But if you hurt a child, there's a special place in hell for you. And I hope you suffer greatly for eternity.
The funny thing is, I got a couple of questions. Like, what are the Morlocks? The Morlocks and the Eloys. It's from H.G. Wells' Time Machine. And the story is the Eloys are, white togas and eat grapes, and they're the elite and they're rich. And the Morlocks are kept in the subterranean. They're in the traverse, the non-corn towers, so to speak. And they live in the dregs of society next to the sewers and the dirty water, and they have ragged clothes, and they're poor and they're hungry. And essentially in the story, once in a while, an Eloy gets way too close to the covers of the manhole or gets lost and strays into Morlock territory, and they subsequently snatch them. And it sends a very clear message to the ruling class. And I've told you guys many times to read the book Term Limits by Vince Flynn. And if you want to see modern day persona of the Morlocks and the Eloys, this is it. And this book essentially is a SEAL team DevGru commander gets hung out to dry by senators who won't stop opening their fucking mouth. And a mission goes haywire, and he loses a couple of his men because the senator leaked it to the press and they got killed. And this SEAL team commander basically goes off radar and decides to, with other team guys, to take the fight to the politicians. And there's a junior congressman who's a Force Recon Marine and is friends with his commander, and they knew each other when they grew up. But what happens is that the SEAL team commander goes after two very specific senators. One is a glutton, puffy, out of shape man who has infidelity and has taken several trips to the Orient and Thailand to sleep with underage kids on taxpayers' dollars, who is responsible for oversight. Another guy essentially left his team out to dry. Then the other guy is, someone who is defrauding the government, making money off stocks and everything else. And these are like considered the three most corrupt politicians in Hollywood. And they ritualistically assassinate all three and leave a message. And all of a sudden the Secret Service is all fucking crazy. Like this guy, he's in a theater and he gets his neck snapped. The other guy gets shot in his home, and the other guy's out jogging and gets clacked. And they execute this like they're outside the wire and just take out U.S. politicians. And everyone goes fucking batshit. Like Senate goes on lockdown, House goes on lockdown, Washington locks down, everything's insane. And they get and send a letter. And it basically says, you have stolen from the American people. You have abandoned our brothers and sisters. You have misrepresented. You have balanced the budget, your fiscal spending, your adulterous affairs, your persecution of anyone who challenges your bureaucracy or your ideologies and the oligarchs of Washington. You have 30 days to do the following. Number one, you need to balance the budget. Number two, appropriations needs to be shut down. All wasteful spending. You need to cut the overall spending of the U.S. government by this %. You need to ensure that Social Security is ramped up for blah, 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 and guaranteed for this many years. You need to ensure that all politicians no longer can trade in stock, or we will kill one of you every week until you do. If you have not read the book now, I'm not condoning any of these things because I'm just saying it's a good read. And if you know who Vince Flynn is, he was, and he died of cancer, a fantastic author. I encourage you, if you like to read, go download Vince Flynn, Term Limits, and I promise you it'll be one of the best books you've ever read in your life. It is fucking incredibly good. And like I said, it's a modern day version of the Murlocs and the Eloys. You should read it, Amy.
I'll add it to my Audible list.
That was a long segment. I apologize. Let's wrap it up. Yeah. We are $81 away. I got a dog coming. I am going to stay on until the dog gets here, but I know you got things going on. Let's do one more video, and then
my daughter keeps interrupting me every 30
I know.
seconds.
I see that. Here is let's take the next 8 minutes and do Politico, because I know people want to do that, and then we should have dog coming home, and then you can get out of here. We're going into the E block.
The Dumb Store is veteran-owned with a 5-star diamond rating for service and satisfaction. We offer quality products like coffee, shirts, hoodies, and hats, all made by veterans. Shop with confidence, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. Use code DUMB10 to save 10%. Visit thedumbshow.com today. Thank you for your support.
We had a lot of good stuff over there, including an amazing coffee. If you have not had a chance to participate, made in Wisconsin, but it's beans all over the world. He goes, and my veteran friend in the Army goes to all places all across Sumatra, Malaysia, Kenya, Colombia, Peru, Hawaii, and buys copious amounts of coffee, and then distributes them and roasts them fresh for you right when you order. If you have not had a chance to go do that, you should. It's an amazing experience. 103.48 from Bobby.
Wow. Thank you, Bobby.
Love you all. Thank you, Matt and Amy, for what you all do. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby, for what you do for us. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, very, very, very much. I've got a couple more to put in. And this is from Kevin. And let's do that real quick. Sorry, Olivia's not here tonight.
Take your time. Are you going to be showing off the new dog when you get this?
Yeah.
Do we have a name picked out? I know you mentioned you might have
Yes,
one, but I can't remember.
Ash is the name. Yep, Ash is the name. Kevin has a message. Says Trump is kicking ass and taking names. Gotta love it. That is coming up right now. And we've got another one here. It should be coming up. Kevin says Trump's kicking ass and taking names. Thanks, buddy. Paul coming in as always helping out the dumb show. Very nice for Matt and Amy's photo shoot. We appreciate it. You should tell them what we're doing for the photo shoot in March, Amy. We're kind of excited about that.
Thank you, Paul. So we're going to do gowns, right? The boys are going to wear gowns. And
so excited. I've been working on my chest so I can feel my bosom. I'm
trying to get mine to go down a little bit before.
That's not possible. Go ahead.
I am like working out like a little bit more diligently now because I do want to look more sucked in. We're going to be taking some photos with Barry, and what's his last name? I can't remember. Something.
It's not Goldstein. It's like Morgenstein.
Morgenstein. Morgenstein. Who's
it's
very famous.
Some Steen, some Jewish name, Steen, I think.
Jewish guy. He's like very famous. He's got space lasers, I hear, and
very many. Yes, quite a few.
Yeah,
quite a few.
And the girls are gonna be wearing some gowns. Then we're gonna do red, right? And some.
Yeah, I think we are.
We're gonna be fancy. Are we gonna tell everything? And the boys are gonna be wearing white suits. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Blue, right?
Yeah, navy blue and with dark, basically black, and we're going to be wearing red ties, so it should be good. This guy Barry, you can go look him up. He's photographed Netanyahu. He's photographed Trump. He is an amazing cat. Very cool guy. Here is his photo. And the stuff he does. He's done Tucker Carlson, Bill O'Reilly, pretty much everyone at Fox News. He's done presidents. He's done some of the most prominent people in sports and acting. He's incredible. And we have an amazing deal from a listener of ours who's helped us out, and we're very excited. So we're going to go do that. Let's do this. First of all, thank you, everybody. $386. We can't thank you enough. And we'll buy the puppy something nice, I'm sure, with that.
So does this mean you're going to have a dog apparel line for the dumb show?
Maybe just have to. Might just have to. Not sure. Politico got $8.2 million from USAID. 8.2 million, 237 transactions. Thomas, I'll answer that question in just a second. And this is a huge story. All of the transactions come from USAID, and honestly, it was during COVID time. I've got all the paperwork. I'm going to be posting it. But this is a contract, and the money that was given, the reason was to subsidize their failing subscriptions. That money was subsidized, and we know what? These are the people that did the intel claims of 51 officials. These are the ones who've been writing Trump. These are the ones that had relationships with Kamala and the head editor. All of the corruption in here. It shows you where this money goes. This is a letter they just wrote. Dear team, Golly and I want to address this morning's payroll issue directly. Due to what we believe to be a technical error, employees did not receive their paychecks as scheduled. We understand the urgency of this matter and sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Our team is working diligently with our system vendors and the bank to identify the root cause. We will keep you updated. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, the root cause is that Elon Musk and Doge seized the assets and shut it the fuck down. Here is our lovely press secretary Levitt, who I also looks like Pam Bondi's sister. Maybe that's why I like her so much.
I love her.
Here it is. Oh, she's awesome. She's a total fireball. Here is the video.
So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room.
They're in the room, and she's about ready to bust them.
And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The Doge team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on, do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see significant savings because of that effort. So upon coming out here...
Oh, shit.
Wait, I'm disappointed that we didn't get the reaction of the Politico person. Thank you so much, Matt.
No feet pics. No feet pics, you sick sons of bitches. Yeah, I want to see Politico's face. I want to say, and we're going to call on you, who's not getting paid today.
I'm sure they all quit today, too, once they heard that news.
Well, they've had 20,000 federal employees already resign. You know, where Trump was going to give them 8 months of pay, and they would essentially 20,000 federal employees have resigned already.
Yeah.
That is huge. He's not, I mean, how can you not enjoy this? How can you not be excited for what he's doing? Didn't we all want this? Government being held accountable and cutting government. Wasn't this what Democrats were calling for? Isn't this what
they want the smaller government allegedly? They are the ones that said that they are the team of smaller government. They've never been that way, but that's what they claimed they wanted. So here you go. We are cutting everybody. And do I feel bad for people who are losing their jobs? Of course I do. That sucks. But I'm sure you have 8 months to find a new job. You're going to be paid plenty of money up until that point. And I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure they will find new jobs. There's plenty of jobs out there.
Politico's going bankrupt. I've seen this several times in the corporate world. You get a letter like that about payroll, it's just a matter of time. When you cut payroll, your company's done. And every company, whether it's KB Toys, whether it was Circuit City, any company, Hollywood Video, the moment you cut payroll, you're toast. And I'm like, good. Let's do more of this. Let's do more of this. So 89,000 IRS agents disproved. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Disapproved. You've got 20,000 federal employees that no longer have jobs, but they got an 8-month severance. That's huge.
Yeah.
Good for them. You save money. They understand that the biggest threat to the United States right now isn't the border. It's not China. It's absolutely the spending and the fiscal cliff that we are approaching so quickly. Leroy and I have been warning you and telling you, we hit 50 million. It's game over. We are Venezuela. We will default on every loan. And when they call in our debts, our credit rating will be horrible and no bank is going to lend us money. I explained this to the kids. We'll talk about this Friday night. But I broke it down and the kids were like, oh my God, I really understand. And I helped them understand why Trump is doing what he's doing and why he needs the American dollar to be strong. And that's why he's using energy to do so. Because if we gain energy independence, that money, that 60% of what we buy from Canada goes away. And then we can start with net positive in energy and start selling energy. And we can become one of the huge players. Look at Saudi Arabia. They've got fuck you money like no other. We've got that amount of oil. We can do the same. We just need to go ahead and shut these liberals up who are shutting them down because they don't want to kill the spotted owl and some fucking archaeological peat moss that hasn't been disturbed in 100,000 years. I just kind of want to go jump on it and go, ha, it's done. Can we drill now? Amy, give us our final minute. Put a bow on this for us.
Absolutely agree. I think Donald Trump is completely unleashed. I mean, he has nothing to lose. This is his last term. He will not be serving another one. I think he is helping America. Like he said, whether you want the help or not, like he's gonna force us to be great again. And I'm so grateful for this. I'm really looking forward to the next couple years, and I hope we have somebody equally awesome to take his place who can fill his shoes. I don't know if that's possible. He's a once in a lifetime president.
You know the answer of who's next. Come on. Know who it's going to be. Know who it's going to be.
JD Vance?
No, Mr. Governor.
I think it'll be him.
If it's Glenn Youngkin, you're going to have someone, I say, he's Donald Trump, but with polish.
Yes.
He's very, very conservative. He's absolutely hates DEI. He loves the military. He does not like, he is a businessman. He is a billionaire. Well, he's not a billionaire, but he's a multimillionaire. He has a lot of fucking money. Glenn Youngkin, my daughter came up to me, God, you know how proud I am as a dad? She comes up, she goes, Dad, my Democrat girlfriends, I had a talk with them, and I think I convinced them, and I've been helping them to understand they hate Trump. And they called him a rapist today. And I said, okay, you need to stop. And I want you to show me the court filing where it says that he was criminally or civilly charged with rape and convicted. And she goes, get back to me after lunch in fifth period or whatever, and we can talk about it. And her friend came back and she goes, well, I couldn't find anything. And she goes, yeah, I know. Do me a favor. Go and find a video of him saying that he hates all gay people, because that's what's being said right now, right? She goes, yeah, I know he said it. That's true. I know for a fact. I've seen. Go find it. Go find the video. And she came back and she's like, what is going on? Why are you doing this to me? She goes, because you've been lied to. And you're my friend and I love you. And our friendship is literally going to end because you can't stop hating Donald Trump. And in that, you hate me. I am a Trump supporter, and here's why. And her friend is like, just mind's blown. And she's bringing another friend over tomorrow to sit down and talk with me, who is an immigrant, who thinks Trump is punishing immigrants. And I'm going to help explain why this isn't the case and why legal immigration, her father, who likes Trump, loves Trump, and help her understand why. But this is what needs to happen. This elitist mentality is so toxic, and I'm so proud that we try to, yes, we hit liberals hard here, and we go after conservatives at times too, but we want people to understand is that it's not that we think Donald Trump is so fucking great at everything. It's that liberals are so bad at trying to destroy him that they have no other options but to lie and to make shit up. And that's enough for me to keep doing shows on until I'm old and gray, because there's always more fodder and bad mojo coming out of the liberal party. I don't have time to hit conservatives because like all my time is spent contradicting their lies with facts. Amy, here's the teacher's board. You left public schools, put your kids in private. I want you to listen to 41 seconds and then get your minute to take us home and we're out of here. This one I did.
I can't wait for this one.
This one's great. You're going to love this, because this is why the public school system is a giant failure. And when Donald Trump says, I'm going to abolish the education boards and the Board of Education in federal means to give the money back to the states, I'm like, it can't happen soon enough. We're last in everything. We're 40th in reading. Yeah, Thomas says, hold on. Wow, Matt, that is what happens. Hold on. I got it. Thomas is trying to hit me up. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's hard for me to read chat. How about this? I'll do questions at the end when Amy goes. Let's listen to this, and then I'll do questions.
To win all the things.
things. NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA. To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
Fuck it, NEA. Seriously, man. One fucking group that needs to be abolished and burned to the fucking ground is the NEA. Go ahead, Ames.
I don't know what Virginia's test scores are, but I did hear today that Baltimore, specifically Baltimore, which is an hour and 15 minutes from my house, there's every single high school failed the standardized math test or like whatever,
Right.
but whatever.
Yes.
They failed the state test. Not a single kid in the entire school system passed.
Yes.
Not one child. 100% failure rate. I think it's time. Yes, I can't wait because my son does want to go to public middle school, and I'm still weighing that out in my heart.
Wait till high school. Wait till high school. The
If
high
he goes to
school
middle
is
school, no, I won't send him to high school. If he continues
Oh.
with private school, he'll just stay through high school.
It's not
because-
Woodgrove, is it?
Yeah.
No, you're
yeah.
not. You would go to Woodgrove. Woodgrove is outstanding.
Yeah,
Olivia
it is.
Hayden is being treated so fucking well. There's no bullying. The seniors always help her. Everyone's kind. Like Woodgrove is doing something right. Middle school here is shit on a fucking shingle.
Really, I hear good things about Harmony. I've heard good things, but
Harmony's the one that did the CPS on us.
and I know they have a furry there.
Not only do they have a furry there, but they've lost most of their members, and their entire board was fired because of the shit that they're doing. You know how many fentanyl deaths they've had in that middle school? There's 12 last year.
In the
Suicides.
school?
Yes.
In Harmony?
Yes.
How come we don't hear about this?
Because are you at the school? It's on their emails. They have to disclose it to you. Fentanyl and suicides, there was 12 last year at Harmony Middle. 12.
All right. Stay with our private education.
I
We
would
love
not
it.
send them to
Of course.
Harmony. The principals there was horrible to us. Absolutely horrible. And the bullying there is ridiculous. Like Hayden is so not happy with it at all. But I'll send you some of the links. But it was fentanyl and suicides, 12, yeah. And then Woodgrove also had some issues too, but it's everywhere. We know this, but Woodgrove their teachers are amazing, the principals are amazing, the school's amazing.
No, it's just if he goes through middle school, I don't think I would let him do high school. I would just put him in, I don't know, wherever he can get into. I mean, Paul the VI is like the natural choice, but I'm not opposed to him going to somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, I think there were 7 suicides, I think 3 overdoses, and then 3 or 4 poisonings. I mean, it's bad.
Shit.
I'm not kidding. It's everywhere. But the suicides, Woodgrove even is impacted by suicides too. But I'll have to look at the emails, and some of those might have been high school too, because we get the same emails for Olivia, or for Hayden and Ethan. But elementary school was amazing for my son, which is Bear, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Harmony is no. They're woke as shit. They have the gay books in the library and the transgender books in the library. Yeah, they won't let me in the library. I tried to go in as a parent. I said, "Why won't you let me in? Why won't you let me audit a course?" Oh no, they won't. They won't let me.
We're accepting new kids in our school.
Well, I don't have the money, so I just got a dog. That's enough. Get out of here. We love you.
You can make it work.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're doing much better. Things are all looking up, and good Lord above is taking care of us, and the fans are taking care of us, and we got good things coming this year. So love you, appreciate you. I'll see you on Friday. No, I won't. Monday.
I might be able to do Friday. I don't know. I'll get back to you about Friday. I might be able to come on. What's Friday's date? I have no idea. I could do Friday. I actually could.
We'd love to have you on Friday. Maybe we can get Leroy too. We are going to do a show when we do the shoot, because he's coming in on Friday. So he's like, can I stay an extra night? I'm like, fuck you, stay a month. I don't.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll do a show Friday night, all of us. Hold on.
Yay. Are they here?
Hi, baby. Come here. Oh my God, she's so big. Hello, sweetie. Sweetie. Oh my God, kiss. Hello.
We can't see her.
I know. Come down. Oh,
Oh
kiss.
my
Oh,
gosh.
kisses. Kisses, 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 kisses.
Oh my gosh. She is big. She's so cute.
She's so pretty. Hi, baby. Oh God, she's gorgeous. Okay, let's go outside and let's get her calm. All right, hi. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Oh, you're wagging your tail. You're so happy. So happy. God, she's beautiful, huh? She's big.
so pretty.
Come say hi
So
one more
cute.
time. People want to see. Here, do you want to come over here?
Yeah, I think I'll see.
Here, baby.
Oh my gosh. Oh. She is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Girl. Good girl. She's a pretty girl.
She is. Oh my gosh. Her face. I love her eyebrows. She's just got the best eyebrows. I love it. She's adorable.
Isn't she pretty?
She's
very.
so cute.
What is that? What is that? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome home. Welcome home. Kisses. Well, she's swapping her tail on the chair. Thwap, thwap, thwap. Oh, kisses. Oh, kisses. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
You want to go? Go outside. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. She's a doll. I love her.
Support her butt. I'll be right out. All right, I'm gonna go play with the dog, but I got some questions I gotta answer first. You love her? Good.
She's super cute. So cute.
Get Ethan to fix it. You gotta turn my camera.
I'm sorry.
It's like this. Good. Perfect, buddy. I'll be out in just a second, okay? All right. Well, she's perfect. I'm gonna go love the dog. So I'm really excited. You get out of here. I'm gonna answer some questions.
Yes. Before I go, just really quick, everyone who prays, please pray. Remember my girlfriend that was on Ronnie? Her daughter is she's at Children's right now. She's been extremely, extremely ill. She's been in and out of the ER, and now she's just at Children's. Hopefully, they're gonna keep her. But she's having a lot of she's got strep, she's got the flu, and then she's got some kind of bacterial pneumonia. So,
oh God,
she's 8, and her little body is just exhausted.
What's her name?
So. Millie.
We will say a prayer for sure. And
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's hard.
It is hard, and Mama's tired, so I'm gonna go see how I can help her. But congrats on the dog. I'll be stopping over just to.
She's awesome. I'm so excited. She's everything I want. I can already tell we're gonna bond. She's a kisser. Yeah. She loves to cuddle. I'm fucking so excited to have that dog. So we love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Right. Love you guys.
Right,
I'll see you Friday then. Bye.
All right, buddy. Bye. Amy is out of the house. I have some questions that I promised I would get to, and I don't want to leave anyone hanging. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. If I take that. Oops. And I want to do. And we'll do that. Okay, cool. Let's see. The Dems are claiming President Trump is breaking laws and violating the Constitution. I've been trying to look at it from the viewpoint and find nothing to support the claim. Am I missing something, Tom? Listen, there are definitely some challenges when it comes to the Constitution that Donald Trump is going to have to face. There is no doubt about that. There are definitely a few things. I don't have those right now, but when it comes to allocation and funding and some of the deportations he's doing, like some of these immigrants have the right to habeas corpus and due process. So Supreme Court's going to have to decide on a lot of that. Karen says, Matt, what do I do for puppies? Oh, is attach puppy surround to her kennel, lay down a tarp We have a plastic tarp with her bed. That should take care of it. And we've got some puppy pads as well. Sorry, this camera's driving me crazy. So we'll definitely do that. So if they impeach him again, will Vance take over? They're not going to impeach him. Well, they might impeach him, but they're not going to get a conviction. No, Donald Trump's the president. What did the international court do about Hamas? Doesn't matter. We're not going to follow the international court anyway. What is the deal with the Afghan people refusing to give the U.S. back all the military equipment Biden left? Because they're terrorists. They're Taliban. They are now the 9th largest standing army in the world. They're not going to give that power up. Why no remarks from Golden Arrow? He lives in that area. I don't know. Debbie and Jesus on Rebel. Okay. Thank you both. So with all the death threats on Elon, can the Dems be held to account? Not unless something is specifically linked. But the vitriol and language, I mean, they just had 2 assassination attempts on Trump and they're back at it again. Won't the Palestinians still be mad because it's not their land? Sure, but that's why that's a phase I'm not going to talk about. Isn't that threatening a president? Yes, but you know how politicians are and what they're going to say. Are they protesting because Elon is saving American people money by shrinking government? No, they're protesting because they're being told to. People are outraged by Musk. People want this. This is what they voted for. Donald Trump had Elon on stage with him. They know what they were voting for. He talked about Doge. Everything that Donald Trump is saying, it's just promises kept. And the American public's like, yay. And of course, they're coming out with these polls because Ipsos fucking mountain whatever does a poll and says Donald Trump's favorability is going low, but it's not. Are the can he be censored? Yes, but will they? Matt, don't know why my donation came across as Howie. No big deal. Just talking about the idiot congressman. Maddie, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. I'm not good at this. Olivia's better. I apologize. Thank you for your donation. Matt, until we change the culture that allows it to happen and look the other way with pedophilia, it will continue. Yes, the individuals need to be exposed. Yeah, how about we shut down the dark web? If we can go ahead and lock out TikTok, I think we can figure that out. Sandra, Matt, link name of book, please, in chat. Yeah, it's Vince Flynn. That dog is so cute. Vince Flynn, Term Limits. It's the Mitch Rapp series. It's fantastic. The whole series is effing amazing. Do we get to see the new dog? Yeah, you got to see the dog. Matt, is Trump deporting all illegals? Right now, it is illegals or people with criminal records or multiple who have come across with pending cases, who have been criminally like trespassed, where they've come across multiple times and they're a repeat offender, things like that. That's my understanding. Matt, is the biggest media scandal in America history or no? Matt, is the biggest media scandal in American history like Politico? Oh, I don't think so. There was some stuff with Watergate. There's been stuff with the Iran-Contra. We can go over that, like media cover-ups and stuff. The biggest one is COVID. You know what I mean? The question was about deport and if Trump is only deporting the extreme villains. Right now, it is criminal illegal aliens are being deported primarily, but also people who pose a threat. There's people who could be ties with with terrorism and South American gangs, stuff like that. Those type of people are getting exported. What are the Democrats so scared of with Elon Musk? They're scared once again because they are a big government and they believe that free shit will dry up. So also there's a lot of money that changes hands. A lot of these political action committees and on Washington Hill and these super PACs, they are those businesses that are no longer like Politico and thousands of others who receive back end money. But you also got to look at, there's a shit ton of money tied up in this with the CIA. There's money going into Ukraine that's not accounted for. You had the Defense Department that over the last 21 years, they've lost like $9 trillion fucking dollars. There's going to be some heads are going to roll for this. Are there legal challenges with Doge? No, it's a private company that does oversight. President of the United States has the right to go ahead and look at these monies. It's his job. Congress actually allocates and appropriates the funds. But Donald Trump has every right to secure our borders. And if this money is going outside the wire, which is outside the U.S. soil, he has oversight over this. He has to protect our borders. And we're giving money to terrorists or funding some third world government or doing some freaking transgender film in Spain. The president of the United States is responsible, and national security gives him a lot of leverage. So he can declare that the fiscal budget and the debt ceiling is a national emergency. And when he does, he has a certain amount of powers to go ahead and counteract those things. He's leveraging that right now. Honestly, a lot of this could be overturned in the Supreme Court, but you're talking a year and a half down the road. Supreme Court's going to be busy when they get back into session. Folks, those are all the questions I have. I want to say thank you for everybody for donating, taking care of us. We're going to be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Olivia will be on with Leroy, myself, and Liv will all be together. We're really excited. And then tomorrow, have I named the puppy yet? The puppy's name is Ash. Ash is the name. And, well, she's not a husky. She's an Australian Shepherd with a very small amount of husky in her. So that's where she gets, I don't know. I don't know anything about dogs. We're going to find out. We're going to learn. And we don't care. She chews, we'll replace it. We'll figure it out. Love you guys. God bless. Thanks for the donations tonight. Thanks for taking care of us. 7 o'clock tomorrow. Be there. Be square. And we miss you already. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. I'm excited about my dog. I'm sorry. I got to go see my dog. Bye. Love you.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.